Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Belgium. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to bet against this guy Tielemans, Peter, having a telling influence here. He's best deployed in a central midfield position, and it's from there he can really influence the team's possession. He can dictate games and get his passing right pretty much every time in terms of length, pace and weight.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And he's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Just eases him off the ball. Trezeguet.
Searching pass he's played there. Marmouche providing an outlet on that flank.
And a chance! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
De Bruyne.
Trezeguet. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs.
And Marmouche! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That has ended up in no man's land. So it is still 0-0. Trezeguet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Trezeguet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Meunier. Pressing high and with purpose. He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
De Bruyne. De Ketelaere. Belgium disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Castagna. And it's Tielemans. Marmouche. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. And needless to say, that deserved better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Tielemans. Castagna. Almost half an hour in now. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Decent chance! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tielemans, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Takes a shot! No, not quite.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
De Bruyne. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. De Ketelaere. And he is deftly away. De Ketelaere! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get rid. And it's De Bruyne. Trezeguet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Space for him to turn and look. Gets his head on it! That's another chance! Egypt have their second corner now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Ketelaere. It's a loose ball. De Bruyne pinches it off him. And this is Marmoush. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Egypt definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Egypt can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So the action resumes. Egypt leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Can he get away here? And here's Marmoush. That's a decent clearance. De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Marmoush does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And Marmoush! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Doku. That's Tielemans. De Bruyne. Marmoush. And he's got away from it. Marmoush! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
De Bruyne. It's a really well-measured ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a sharp pass. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And here's De Ketelaere. Marmoush looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
The attendance for this match
Just about up to the hour now.
953.
Driving forward. It's a searching pass. He's it. And Marmoush! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Onana. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front. Belgium really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take...
Goes to finish! It's hit the upright. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Now it's Trossard. Aimed beyond the defence, and he was quick to react.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is a brilliant interception. De Bruyne. That has not gone well. Onana. De Bruyne. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Good chance here!
Egypt surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tielemans. Marmoush. And the counter is on. Very nicely done. Meunier did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, he's not getting any further than that. Egypt leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Onana. And they win it back again. Egypt moments now away from seeing this one out. Mechela.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Here's Doku. Tielemans. And it's De Bruyne. So that's it. It is all over. Egypt have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Marmoush claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Belgium. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Jeremy Doku, is the kind of player I'd rather not have come up against, Peter, because he's got real tenacity, he's strong, he's quick, and he can go either side. And as a fullback, that just makes you keep guessing as to what he's going to do next.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Onana. Trossard. And it's De Bruyne. Marmouche. Trezeguet.
Takes a shot! Goal! Egypt! The first significant strike. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Egypt gain their reward with an early goal.
Doku. And he's forced to go back. That's Tielemans.
Well read, nice interception.
Trezeguet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Spread neatly. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Trezeguet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Egypt leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That has ended up in no man's land. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Trezeguet. Courtois gets it away. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that little bit of skill has got him away.
Trezeguet.
Mechelen.
Onana. And it's De Bruyne.
Now Trossard.
Trezeguet.
Doku. Mechelen. And it's Amadou Onana.
De Bruyne.
Mechelen. Here's Onana. And it's Tielemans. It's Meunier. Marmouche. Played into space. And it's made its way to him. Meunier. Onana. And it's Castagna.
Doku.
Thinks one through. Chips it through. Look at the space here. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed.
Point-blank header! Belgium have the chance to go the other way. Thinks about the shot. Goes for a shot! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
The goal scorer for Egypt.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Egypt are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Onana. Egypt do have a chance to counter here. Egypt heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Trezeguet aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! Yes!
And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Onana.
Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this?
That is a brilliant interception. Egypt have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Trossard. Trossard proves just a little bit too strong.
1 minute added time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Trezeguet. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Trezeguet.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Everyone, please.
Egypt are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. Away we go again. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! And that's off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
De Bruyne. It's a good foot in there.
He's found a way through. Elects to cross. Diving header! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Onana. And it's Meunier. De Bruyne. Now Trossard.
And claimed it back swiftly. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Spread to the right. Looking for a runner.
Well timed, excellent interception. Egypt gloriously greedy.
3 up and looking for more.
Marmoush being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Clipped into space. That's been cut out, well played.
The attendance for this match
Almost
was
an hour gone.
80,953.
Neatly clipped into space. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's De Bruyne. Now he's got space here. And Marmoush! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Castagna. Doku. And he's being shifted off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Castagna. And it's Tielemans. De Ketelaere. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save. Oh, he's all alone. And the finish! It's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Egypt are having a ball here. A probing pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tielemans. Here's Doku. Short changes him with that pass. Tielemans. Doku. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's De Ketelaere. And here's Doku. That is great defending, so alert.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a promising position. Goes for the shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now it's De Ketelaere. Belgium have it back and can go again. Tries to pass it through, and it's Castagna. He's got away. Trezeguet looking understandably energised after his goal. Now, can they get him away? Marmoush. Castagna. Onana. Van Aken. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is a nice touch. De Ketelaere! No, that's just wide.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Van Aken.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Onana.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Salmakers.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Van Aken.
Looking to play him in, and he shoots! And he steered it beyond the post.
Tielemans.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Marmoush, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Egypt definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
So it's away we go then.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking to play him, it tries one from range! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Great vision. That has been cut short. Iran, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Throw it. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Azmoun. It's a goal kick. That is good alertness. Azmoun. Now it's Taremi. Goes looking wide. Spread neatly. Neither side yet able to find the net. Taremi. Oh, super ball! Plays it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Not the most accurate pass. Strong running down that left flank. Azmoun.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's Godos. Taremi. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away. They're urging him to... And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pass somewhat off target. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Azmoun. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal, but... And there's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now he's got space here. Mustafa Mohammed, he'll try from distance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And here's Taremi.
Egypt really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He has found the way through. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably...
Mustafa Mohammed! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Egypt really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Mustafa Mohammed, can he get on the end of this?
2 minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. That's going across goal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a cute ball. Floated through. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Egypt really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Egypt leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Egypt currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a sharp pass. Now that's well seen too. Tries to play it through. Mustafa Mohammed! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Azmoun. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Searching pass he's played there. Good read, needed to be. Godos. And Taremi. Team still separated by the game's only goal. finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Egypt really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Taremi. Mustafa Mohamed. Great ball if he can get there.
953.
He's going for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Taremi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
It's a promising position. Thinks of... Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Azmoun, and here's Taremi, and he's been shifted off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Taremi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now this could be a chance. Drives it. Bullish header! It's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Number 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution in progress.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Cleared away. Chance for a shot! This time surely! Goal! Egypt! And they're back in front! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 9.
And now he has two. Iran making further changes here and in quick succession.
Substitution.
Egypt leading now. And he's managed to get free. Oh, there's a probing ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. 75 minutes played. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Nicely aimed pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. This looks promising. He's having a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that's a key interception. Azmoun. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, that's a little loose. He's having a pop!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
That pass isn't the best. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Taremi.
Added minutes has been
And he's in on goal. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, that's delightful. Driving through the middle. Can he get it through? Time added on 4 minutes. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, the formation that was once the staple diet of the Italian game and still holds its place. To be honest, Peter, had I gone on to be a coach, this would have been my preferred setup. I think it can service many different approaches, and it could add numbers quite quickly at either end of the pitch. With the right talent, this can be a thriving structure.
So off we go then. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's having a shot! Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Egypt gain their reward with an early goal. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's having a go! Off the post! Godos gets a good foot in there. Tries from distance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And he's been shifted off it. Played into space. He's in a great position here. Mustafa Mohamed! And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And yes, it's him again. Egypt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Has a look and plays it forward, and he was quick to react. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he latch on to this? That is ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? That's the keeper's ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Mustafa, there's the shot! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pinches it off him. Taremi. Mustafa Mohamed. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been cut short. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for the run. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Egypt find a position of real strength now. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Foot in. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's heaved it away. Godos. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Driving forward. Egypt heading towards the half-time break. Applies the finish! And that is great goalkeeping.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Egypt with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in plenty of space here. Egypt have reclaimed it. No, that's been intercepted. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's been shipped out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And they can counter here. Played with finesse.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And if you do have a chance
Egypt
today,
absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Egypt looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. Away we go again. Great defending, strong and determined. Floated through. He's big. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Mustafa Mohamed clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Out of play for a throw. Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now he's off and running.
No, again there's no way through.
And there's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Egypt certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change.
It's a searching pass.
Oh, that's clever.
That's put paid to the danger. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pass somewhat off target. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Godos.
The attendance for this match was 80,113.
And Taremi. Oh, some astute defending there.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Godos opts for safety. Nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Succumbs to the pressure.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
That's good running with the ball. Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is a little undercooked. It's just beyond his reach. Mustafa Mohamed looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Taremi. That is good alertness. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's having a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Taremi into the last 5 minutes. Nice looking ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good looking ball. He's on it, can he get away? And he's in on goal, shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he can't put it away. Engages and forces him off the ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Comes out and deals with it.
Egypt are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as it goes. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mustafa Mohamed, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Egypt definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Children's announcement. With the father of a
So
boy
just time for me. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
So we're up and running. Into the channel. And the pass is intercepted. Taremi.
Godos, Taremi. Nicely shaped ball. He's in a great position here. So no flag here. Opts to... Real chance! Taremi. Not the most convincing of passes. Godos. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Taremi. That's been slipped through. Lovely feet. Lovely ball and a real... Takes a shot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, strongly challenged there. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Azmoun unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Azmoun. Mustafa Mohamed. He's having a pop! Taremi. Iran have got it back and they'll have another go. Great ball and he's in here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Almost half an hour in now. Taremi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's the chance to counter. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Iran couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Godos. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's gone forward. Mustafa Mohamed takes the shot! Too close for comfort.
No, he's not getting past him there. Azmoun. And here's Taremi. Nice looking ball. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! And he should have made them pay.
He was played in well though, Peter. At least that gets approval all round.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Good
There will
ball,
be
good
one
take.
minute added time.
This possibly the last play of the half. Shoots! It's their second corner of the game. Mustafa Mohamed! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Everyone, please welcome
And
our
we are
players
up to the
field.
break.
Egypt really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Egypt clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Godos. Mustafa Mohamed. And he's decided to go for it. A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
And he's being shifted off it. Searching pass he's played there. Now he's running away. And the shot! It's there!
Well, I'd love to know, Peter, what kind of chin-up the players got in order for that to happen so soon. Whatever was said by the boss, who's looking absolutely pumped on that sideline, really has given all of those players a renewed sense of purpose.
After 52 minutes is number
The
9.
movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And a chance! And it's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Mustafa Mohamed! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
The goal scorer for Egypt.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Egypt find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Just about up to the hour now.
Was 80,314.
Egypt have scored 2 quick goals here. Tries to pass it through, and he plays one through. No, that's overhit. Godos. And that has put paid to that. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Just cruising, they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Egypt are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a cute ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Strong running down that left flank. Now that's well seen too. Played out towards the right wing. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mustafa Mohamed. Mustafa Mohamed! Well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Is number 11.
Iran choosing to make the first change.
Substitutions taking place.
Egypt are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's having a go! And he's hit it too high.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandoned their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Mustafa Mohamed. He's having a hit! Oh, denied at the last.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Egypt have their third corner. They've played it short. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. No, he's not getting any further than that. Now this could shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Surely now! Driving forward.
Oh, really well played.
Shapes to shoot!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That has not gone well. That's put paid to the danger. Godos, Iran are looking to break at pace. Mustafa Mohamed. Now he's got space here.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Jahan Baksh bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Taremi, that's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries one from range. Pinged towards the front line. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's nice. He'll try from distance. It is close, but that is the last of it. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Egypt definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
With the owner of a blue...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Time for the first of the anthems. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
So that's got things underway. Mustafa Mohamed! Goal! Egypt! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Egypt break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. He's found a way through, and he's in on goal. Tries a shot, and it's in. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
New Zealand restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
He'll try from distance. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Mustafa Mohamed. Driven forward. Wood going after that. Showing great feet there. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's having a pop! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, important interception. New Zealand are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality...
Tries from a long way out.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That is ended up in no man's land. Has a look and plays it forward. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Mustafa Mohamed. Well timed, excellent interception. The shot! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they've got their lead back. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mustafa Mohamed.
Mustafa Mohamed goes for a shot! In he goes again! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Egypt go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mustafa Mohamed. Egypt have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Mustafa Mohamed.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Egypt looking... He's gone for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mustafa Mohamed looking understandably energised after his goal. Chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Mustafa Mohamed. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Vauxhall. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Egypt visibly comfortable, now up by 3.